welcome back to another vlog. Before we get into it, I am shooting this several days after being on the train. I'm back in Massachusetts, and so I wanted to preface a couple different things that are gonna be different in this vlog. The first being my opening and closing clips that were shot in my car did not capture audio. So I was truly just speaking into the void without it being captured at all. So I will be narrating over that, but also a couple other clips while I was on the train. I truly just didn't feel comfortable speaking while I was on the train because it was a sold out trip and there were a lot of elderly people whose privacy I just wanted to respect. So that is part one. Part two is that you'll notice a difference in quality on the clips themselves. Some of them might be a little bit lower res, some of them might be a little bit higher res. My objective here is that I really want to up-level the quality of my videos holistically without buying a camera just yet. So everything is shot on my iPhone 13. She's strong, but she's not great. So I figured out other ways to high res the quality on my phone before it hits Premiere. I'm hoping it works, but you might notice it a couple times throughout the video. So appreciate y'all being patient. I hope you'll still watch. I really enjoyed filming this because I've gotten a lot of questions about the Autotrain, and I really just want to show you guys in case you're ever interested or just want to see what it's like when I drive from Florida to New England. Hey guys. Remember to listen to the audio and not watch my lips because they won't match. But I am at the Sanford, Florida Autotrain station. I'm about 40 minutes outside of Orlando. It's about 2 o'clock and check-in ends at 2:30. I'm currently waiting in line to get my car checked in. I usually come earlier, but I decided to come later today, just to check it out, see if what will happen. And also when I come earlier, I'm always waiting for what feels like forever because the train doesn't start boarding until 4 o'clock. So yeah, I'm excited to show you guys this. I've been taking the Autotrain since 2016 when I was in college, and it is wildly different than what it was then. But let me show you this line. And also here is lunch. I went to Whole Foods. I got a meatloaf, some mashed potatoes and gravy, and some greens. Yum. So here's the passenger train, guys. And those are the car trains. Already filled. Kind of cool, right? And then here's the line with a ton more behind me. So yeah, I don't know how many they're able to put in there. I think about 4 cars each, top and bottom. Finally made it to the beginning of the line. Almost done my lunch. I'm so hot. It's hot out. I am quite actually the youngest person here. No joke. Here is the train. The seats are actually pretty nice. They recline all the way back so that you can sleep in them overnight. We are about to get rolling. We're a little bit behind. The train usually leaves at 4, but I think it's 4:30.
Down to 9 sleeping cars and 4 coach cars on board. In between sleeping car 5241 and 5240 is our sleeper lounge and dining car for that portion of the train.
So some other fun stats is that this is actually the longest passenger train in the US. There are 16 cars. This train was fully sold out. Also, look how freaking gorgeous this sunset is! I was tweaking the entire time. Yeah. Anyways, there are 580 people on this train, 332 cars, 2 motorcycles. I tried to film when I was sleeping so y'all could see the setup and how I actually was able to sleep, but it was dark and this was around 9 o'clock or so. Also, the guy across from me had his feet fully out and in the aisle, which I was like, okay. Oh, there we go. A nice little cameo. This was around 3, 4 in the morning when I woke up. Someone was talking. And then, good morning, feet man. No feet no more. No feet being shown. Good morning, guys. I am in the bathroom. Well, this is called the lounge. But I wanted to show you guys the rest of this train and like what it has. So obviously repping my BB. Did not sleep very well last night. That was a given. But yeah, like I said, I'm in the lounge right now. Lounge. I think it used to be a lounge and then they converted it. But there's some things, these like old retro stools, which are actually pretty cool. There's a bathroom in here. And then there are several other bathrooms out here. I'm gonna get ready for the day and then I'll show you what it looks like out there. Not the greatest on skin, but it's what we have. This is it. This is my look today. I'm not gonna do any makeup or anything because I am going to go work out after this. I found a really cute studio. It's like 20 minutes away from the train station. Like a little, I think it's inside DC. I don't know DC well. So I'm not gonna put any makeup. And then we have an 8-hour drive back. So yeah, it makes no sense to do that. The bags under my eyes are insane. So we have a restroom here, 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 and here. So a lot of restrooms. How pretty is it outside? We're somewhere in Virginia. And then what's great about this train is that they also have water stations and cups everywhere. So you'll find these all throughout the train. So after I got ready, I head upstairs to my seat. Y'all, I woke up around 8 o'clock, but everyone was up at 6 a.m. So I like tried to get in 1 more hour of sleep since I was going to be driving. But then I headed to the cafe car lounge, which this is it. You can buy food here, but in the mornings they serve continental complimentary breakfast. So I got a banana and hot water. They also have cereal and yogurt. This is my breakfast. The wrap I got from Whole Foods. I have my little matcha shot. And then this is the James River. So pretty. You can see it from both sides. And then y'all, I was freaking out over this greenery because like you don't get trees like this in South Florida. And then yay, we made it to the station finally. We got in super late. But you know what? It is what it is. And then oh my god, fresh air. Hello guys. Oh my god, I'm like freaking out over the smell and the sound of spring and bark mulch. And look at these cherry blossoms. So I'm at the Amtrak station in Lawrence, Virginia. We got in super late because of the delays. So typically we usually get in at 9 and today we didn't get in until 12. Well, yeah, 12. It's 12:30 now. We're off the train. It feels so good, guys, to like take in fresh, cold air. Like I never get that in Florida. And so that's one of the reasons why I love coming home. But also it's just so nice. I feel like it's like a natural contrast therapy. But yeah, they just started offloading cars. The first batch is priority, which you pay like anywhere between like $100 and $200 to have your car off the train first. And then is the peasants, aka me. who didn't want to spend more. And that process can take anywhere up to an hour and a half. Oh my God. Did you guys see that pedal that flew by me? So that process can take up to an hour and 15 minutes. I've clearly missed my workout, which was at 12:30. So I think what I'm gonna do is once I get my car, just drive straight home. I thought about stopping somewhere along the way, like either New York or like somewhere in Connecticut, but I just feel like I'm gonna be so tired by then that it doesn't make sense for me to stop and go, because I'm gonna be getting home pretty late tonight. I think probably closer to 9 or 10. Yeah, but let me show you guys these cherry blossoms. They're so freaking pretty. My heart sings. How beautiful. And like, this is the first thing you see coming off the train. Ugh, I love it. I guess my car was also ready and waiting for me while I was filming this, so that's kind of funny. But we're back on the road, and I guess that's the perks of showing up a little bit later for check-in, and I didn't even have to pay for priority, so maybe I'll do that again. But before I forget, I want to tell y'all about pricing. So for perspective, back in 2016 in college, I paid $500 round trip. That included a serviced dinner, which was so nice. Priority boarding didn't exist, but now, 2025, I paid $1,300 round trip. $500 alone just to put my car on the train one way. Dinners are not included unless you're in a sleeper car, which is exactly how it sounds. And priority boarding does exist. So it should also be noted, this is busy season, like high time busy season because of all the snowbirds. So just something to consider and keep in mind. But yeah, there's so much traffic and I'm freaking out. And here we are at the George Washington Bridge in New York City in a wee bit of traffic, but we're moving. And then, hello, we made it back somehow earlier than anticipated, God willing. Good morning, vlog. I am back in New England. I'm in Massachusetts at my parents' house, and woof. Yesterday was such a long day. I got in around 9, which was earlier than I expected, and was still able to make like a Whole Foods stop to grab some groceries, but I forgot how brutal that trip is from Florida to New Hampshire. So I'm just glad I made it back safely and in one piece. Luckily, I didn't run into too much traffic either, which was really nice. But I just got home. I went for a workout at 8 a.m. this morning. I don't know who I am sometimes. And then I went to Target and did a huge haul for my parents. They just moved into this house, so there's really nothing here. And so I'm gonna spend the time that I have here to help them out with like getting it furnished and cleaning it up. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions on the Amtrak, please let me know, specifically the Autotrain. I personally love it. I don't think I could ever do the 24-hour drive ever again. It is pretty costly, but it's worth it, especially if you're going alone or if you're going with someone who's older, and it's a lot on the body. So we'll see you guys in the next vlog.